In January of 2016, a former BCR employee came across Ella at a local shelter. Knowing Ella would be euthanized, the employee rushed back to BCR to ask us to take her. Of course, we said yes, and Ella was brought to us just hours before she was to be euthanized. She was so tiny when she first arrived here, weighing only 4.6 pounds. X-rays showed that Ella was also dealing with several back injuries. Once she was in a much healthier condition, she was spayed, and her left eye, which had unfortunately collapsed, was removed. She was very unsure of her new surroundings and was quite a timid lady at first, who spent most of her time hiding. But with patience, proper care, and a healthy dose of BCR magic, Ella blossomed into the spunky little lady she is today. She enjoys hanging out at the top of her veranda and practicing her interior decorating skills. Thank you so much to our former employee who helped save her life. Without that heartfelt decision, we would have never been able to give this sweet and sour girl the life she has always deserved. Hi! I do remember, well, I don't know if I remember the very first time I met Ella, but I definitely remember what I first thought about her. And if I can be really honest, I was kind of scared of Ella. Not because she's a scary cat, let me clarify that, but because she does this. I wasn't really that used to cats, especially not cats that like do that. So I was like a little intimidated by her when I first met her. But she's a very sweet girl. I really love that Ella genuinely does not care what anybody else thinks, says, does. She's just like, I don't know, she's kind of a diva. Like if you put the wrong blanket or like the wrong bed on her veranda, she will quite literally like throw it on the ground. And I don't know, I respect that about her. She doesn't settle for less. There was one morning I was cleaning in her room and she was of course at the top of her veranda. She hit me on the top of my head while I was cleaning her veranda, and I just remember thinking it was hilarious because she had like pulled some of my hair like loose from my ponytail. Oh my goodness!
Ella!
Ma'am? This is why they call her Alligator, in case anybody was wondering. I'm sorry, am I too close to your veranda? Look how she's It's always a good time hanging out with Ella. You never know what she's gonna do next. Honestly, Ella has not changed at all since I've met her. She is very consistent, if anything. I think that in our relationship, I'm probably the one that's grown. I had to like learn all her little quirks and things. I don't think Ella's ever gonna change, ever. I would tell somebody meeting Ella for the first time to wear long sleeves because she will probably try and bite you. She's not like a mean cat or an aggressive cat or anything. She's just very playful, I guess we'll say. She is very sassy, very feisty. But yeah, just be prepared for her little alligator attacks and you'll be good to go.
I think when I met her, she was over in house 1. You were a room 3 cat, I think. I think she was a room 3 cat. She was a very spicy lady who I was very scared to touch for a very long time. We're on better terms now, but I was very scared of her for a very long time before I realized that this is just how she is. She's a very sweet cat, come to find out. She's just very playful.
Do you have a favorite thing or things about Ella?
Probably how sweet she can be. We used to have to come into her room in the morning to, I think, give Emma some morning medication at like 7 a.m. And I would lean down and Ella would lean off of her climber and start head bonking me and like licking the top of my head and stuff. She's a very sweet lady when she wants to be. I do enjoy coming in here and playing with her a lot and feeding her random tubes. She's pretty funny during TikTok lives. Her and Betty will both be trying to snatch the tubes out of your hand together. She's actually changed a lot. When I first met her, there was very few people that like interacted with her and stuff because she came off as a very like scary cat sometimes. But as the years have gone on, I think everybody's starting to realize that she's just a very playful cat. She just doesn't have the best method of showing it sometimes, and that she's not necessarily like trying to beat you up. I know she's notorious though. Anytime we have trainees in this room, her and Raja both are really bad for sitting on top of the climbers and guarding the climber. So usually me, Skylar, or Allison have to come in here and help the trainees because they'll sit on top of they'll both do it. They'll sit on either or climber and just guard them both. And then once you get Ella off, she's fine. She's completely fine. Oh, I'm sorry. She's also notorious for if you set her down and she doesn't want to be moved, she'll turn around and smack you. Very politely though.
What would you tell someone who may be meeting Ella for the very first time?
Watch her moods. She is a very playful lady, but she gets overstimulated very quickly, and she is notorious for turning your hand into a chew toy, as she's showing example here. What do you?
Is he chasing his tail?
Yes. Oh, he's got zoomies.
What a crazy man. Anyways, back to business.
Here you go, lady. Are you gonna hold on to my hand?
That's so cute.